Our next guest says robots will not take away jobs from people in America. He says it's just an opportunity. Joining us now is Bill Studebaker. He's the president of Roboglobal. Now, Bill, what exactly are you saying here? Because robots do take away jobs, certain kinds of jobs. Are you simply saying that new types of jobs will open up?
Well, yes, Stuart. Listen, if robots are stealing our jobs, they're doing a pretty bad job of it. You only have to look at the subpar productivity we've seen since the late 2000 or mid 2000s, and look at where the unemployment rates are. Countries that are heavily embracing automation, like Japan, that have been doing it for the better part of the last 2 decades, have benefited by this. I mean, look at where their unemployment rates are. They're actually a historically low rate of 2.8%. It's like a 22-year low. So I think the evolution of work continues to evolve.
Let me just jump in for a second, Bill, because the jobs which are gotten rid of because of the use of robots are extremely low-skilled jobs. Largely, that's the kind of job they are. So you've got to rely on building up the skills of the people who used to have those jobs, building them up to the point where they can get jobs in a more technical society. That's a tough job. The very least skilled are being left behind in our society.
Well, again, I think the nature of work is going to continue to evolve. Back in 1985, 60% of our employment was in manufacturing. Median hourly income was in the $7 range. And clerical positions, we've now migrated to positions of higher value. I think this is going to continue to happen. I do think that we need to look at the education system and how we educate people. A 4-year degree used to be a panacea to the future, and a guarantee. It's not anymore, unfortunately. Now I think we have to look at ways to educate, and it's a continual education process that we need to be going through. And I think it's just a result of the society that we live in. We've gone from a world that was very linear in terms of progress to one that's very exponential. And there's nothing really stopping this.
Yeah, there's no stopping it. I mean, you can't turn back. You can't suddenly outlaw robots. Heaven forbid, because you're in the robot business, I suspect. Are you not?
Well, we're in the robot business. I mean, we're investors. And I think what we're seeing from an investor standpoint is that investors see what's going on. I mean, our fund has gone from a few $100 million a few years ago to roughly $4 billion. So I think investors see what's going on and where the world's going. I think that's an important consideration.
Are you investing in any company which would put a robot in my home? I don't know whether we're there or not with robot technology, but are you looking at it? Is that where we're going?
Of course. We think household robotics is going to be a major category. I think we're probably 5 years away from that actually happening. I know Amazon has ambitious plans here. I think it's going to take time for robots to develop the kind of perception and dexterity that we need in our homes, and at a cost point that drives value to consumers. But I think that's an inevitability.
What kind of thing would a robot do for me in my home 5 years down the road?
What can it do? I mean, who would have thought a robot 5 years ago would be vacuuming your floor, washing your floor? I think it's everyone's hope. Years from now, you'll have robots that are folding your laundry, that are helping to clean up around your house. I think that's the kind of place we can go. Who would have predicted that we'd have a electric vehicle 10 years ago? I think it's hard to predict where this technology is advancing, but clearly it is because of the cost of the computing power, and the computing power is actually growing exponentially. So this is all happening.
You think we'll have like Rosie the robot from the Jetsons in my house in about, what, 5 years? Really?
I'm not sure about 5 years, but be prepared for some pretty interesting changes. I think 5 years from now, a lot of us aren't even to recognize the world we live in.
Yeah, I agree with that. Look, I'm not contradicting you. I'm just trying to bring you out as to where on earth we are going. It's quite a future, isn't it?
I think it's really exciting, Stuart. I mean, I think it's hard to actually even anticipate some of the changes that we're going to see, but it's pretty pronounced. And all the big tech companies are aggressively investing for the future. And it's pretty exciting.
Bill Studebaker, lay it out for us. We appreciate that. Thanks very much, sir. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.